guys, my name is Lily, and today I'm going to be doing the third video in my series called Comparison Kills Contentment. And I'm also joined today by my friend Jady, and we're going to be doing a little bit of everything. We're going to be sharing our stories, giving you guys some encouragement, and just really highlighting how God has worked in our lives and how He's really taught us so much about comparison and about what it means to be a good friend when the other is struggling with that. So I'm going to let Jady introduce herself before we get into sharing our stories.
Hey guys, I'm Jady, and Lily and I have been best friends for 5 years, and we've both encouraged each other to keep moving on forward and that we can get through stuff when we're together.
So I'm going to share my story first, and then Jady's going to come on and share hers.
Without further ado...
Oh, are we doing this? Are we really doing this? Okay. Or let's go this way. Let's go this way.
Okay, ready?
Okay. And without further ado, let's just get right into it.
I was lip syncing.
It's fine. Just do it. Okay guys, so my story kind of relates to what I think a lot of us struggle with on the daily, and that is comparing yourself to other people on social media. This is something I really struggled with, and I've never really been very open about. My struggle kind of goes with, I feel like a lot of things, from comparing my life to other people's lives based on their social media feeds to more specifically my singing. If you keep up with my Instagram page and you're watching this, then you know that I haven't posted a singing cover like I regularly was posting a long time ago. I haven't posted one for a really long time, and I'm going to kind of get into why. I started really struggling with my self-confidence just because of a lot of things. One of the main issues was social media. When I started singing, my intention started solely with glorifying God and hopefully using my gift and my love of singing to bring more people to know Him and deepen my own relationship with Him. And that slowly turned into me not caring about God anymore, into all I care about is sounding good for other people online. I feel like my intentions were completely altered by me striving for likes and just striving to get noticed by people. It turned into less and less of me wishing I was like other people and more of I wanted other people to wish that they were like me. I struggled so bad with, I just want to be like this person. I just want to be as good as this person. I just want to feel like someday I'll be as good as this person. It turned into, I just had so much hate in my heart for these people who did nothing wrong. I knew I was never going to be like them, and I just so bad I wanted, for once I wanted someone to wish that they wanted to be like me. In my mind, that was validation. That meant that I was good enough. In my mind, that's what it was. So that really started changing for me when I realized that I had a problem, that this was really wrong, and I don't have to live like this. I don't have to live like I need to be like these other people. It's possible for me to be content with myself. I just didn't know how to go about that. In my mind, I was afraid to let God take control in that situation because I knew that other people were going to judge me if I started living for Him again, and I was so afraid of people's opinions. Obviously in the summer I don't have to worry about that as much because I don't see the people that I worry about day to day anymore, like at school. So I had time to myself, and I had more time to spend with God and to spend with the people that were actually really encouraging to me. So when I took the trip down to Big Stuff, which is a camp in Panama City Beach, Florida, one of the sessions was about labels, and the only label that's supposed to matter is I'm a child of God. But then we put all these other labels on ourselves, and we let other people put labels on us. So in that moment I knew that's exactly what I was struggling with, is I'm putting labels on myself. When someone else puts a label on me, I think that automatically defines my entire life, and that automatically defines my worth. And it doesn't, because the only label that matters is I'm a child of God. The only opinion that needed to matter to me was what God thought of me and what God thought of what I was doing in my life. Through what God's been teaching me about comparison and through other people's encouragement for me, I've been able to get back on social media and start posting covers again. And this whole series about comparison is so symbolic almost, because it shows that God's given me the strength to get back on YouTube and film more videos like this, and it's about the entire thing that's been keeping me from posting comparisons. I think that's really cool that God works that way, that He's allowed me to kind of share my story that way. The moral of my story is, don't let other people's opinions ever stop you from God's plan for your life, because other people should not ever be that powerful. So I'm going to let Jady come up here and share her story now, but I just want to thank you guys for listening to mine, and I'm really excited for her to be able to share hers.
Hey guys, it's Jady. I'm going to be telling you my story of comparison and how it kind of affected my life in a negative way. So, ever since I was younger, I kind of struggled with comparing myself to others. Felt like my body type wasn't the kind of body I was girls have on social media. And a part of me, like, comparing myself, it wasn't just like myself. I also looked at my family and wondered why everybody else at school or like in this town had like such like picture perfect families, and why wasn't my family like everybody else's. I always wondered, like, why do I have to have this family that has all these awful problems and I don't know how to deal with them, and it seemed like nobody else had those kind of problems with their family, when in reality I didn't look at the downside of everybody else's life. Everybody has problems, and I didn't think of it that way. I thought I need to change myself to be like people at school I seen, whether that was having different hair, having a different body type, trying to change everything about me to be something I'm not. And I still struggle with this from time to time. I just have to keep it in the back of my mind. As Lily talked about, the only label that matters to me is what God says of me, and I just have to keep reminding myself that's the only thing that matters. Like I said, I still struggle with it. It kind of got to the point where I was wanting to change myself, like physically and like mentally. I was not in the right state, I feel like. I didn't necessarily think of it as, oh, I'm changing myself. I thought of it as, you know, improving, making myself look better, making myself, you know, be the perfect person. Maybe I will get more attention. Maybe God will love me more. Because when I was going through the worst part of my life with my family, I felt like if God really did love me and my family, He wouldn't, you know, make me feel this way, and I did not know how to deal with my emotions. I just thought I did something wrong. I need to change myself to be something, and maybe God will make my family a better family, make us stronger, love each other more, make me change. When I first accepted Christ, I felt this sense of God loves me no matter what, and like I knew that. I just didn't fully believe it and understand and really apply it to my life. This year has been a huge eye-opener and life changer for me. Whether that's been talking to Lily or just, I guess, sharing my emotions and feelings with someone instead of keeping it all to myself and feeling like I'm alone when I'm not. I have people who love me, and I have an amazing Savior who loves me no matter what, and I actually believe that. Last month I went to a camp in Panama City Beach, Florida. That was easily the best week of my life. Messages were just amazing. Everything I needed to hear, whether that's from forgiving people to just accepting myself and, you know, believing that God really does love me for me. The labels I put on myself does not matter to God, and they are not true. The only label that truly matters is that I am a child of God. God loves me for who I am, and I do not need to change to make myself happy, to make God happy, to make anybody else happy.
So I just want to thank you guys so much for listening to our stories, because the opportunity to be able to film this video with Jady has been something so huge for me and something that I am not taking lightly. It's a huge blessing that God's given me.
We just want you guys to know that you're not alone in this and that you can have somebody to talk to. Don't keep all your feelings and emotions inside. Like I said, that's something I did and I struggled with. Don't keep it all to yourself.
I kind of want to take this time to encourage you, like just going off of what she said. This is kind of proof that people that you know and people that are this age and this generation, that this is such a common thing, and we don't want it to be something where it can't be shared, where it's something that's, oh, you don't want to talk about this because, well, I went through that. Like, I didn't want to share about it. Comparison is a real problem. I just want to encourage you guys to talk to someone about it that can give you some insight on ways to deal with it. That's kind of the end of this video, and I'm so glad that Jady got to join me today. And this isn't just the end of this video, it's the end of this series. It sounds super cheesy, but I'm so grateful for this opportunity to film this video in this series. So thank you guys so much for supporting me, and I hope that this impacted you in some way. Don't be afraid to share this with somebody, or just share the message of the more you lean on God, the more He's going to show you, and the more He's going to reveal to you about this subject, and the more He's going to give you the strength to even turn that problem of comparison that you have, it can be turned into something so beautiful, something to help others, just like He's kind of doing right now for us. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. And if you have any other ideas that you want me to do on series, just like topics, because I'm kind of liking the idea of doing more series, then make sure to comment below, or connect with me through social media, through Instagram. So you guys can connect with me on there if you want, if you have any ideas. And if you guys want to give me feedback on this series, you can comment below or connect with me through any of my social media. Speaking of, my social media is for Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It's all at LilyXXSing, so make sure to follow me, and make sure to follow Jady on
_.JD._.
on Instagram. So it's gonna like show up on the screen somewhere. I don't know. But make sure to follow us. We love you guys. Thank you so much for everything, and bye.